Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015, whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the U in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to catch us on our other shows, The Friday Fix at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and our Sunday Town Hall show here every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Hello, Wesley. How are you today?
I'm good, man. It's just been a very long night, dealing with the whole Shedora Sanders ordeal, and just a bunch of other stuff, too. Just, watching America kind of crumble in front of our eyes, man.
Yeah. Slow and painful.
Like we said, it was not like what we used to know as America. So,
Yeah. And as we know, America has history. Well, some of us do. Trump administration starts removing Black History Museum exhibits, including iconic 1960s Woolworth's sit-in counter. The Trump administration began returning historical artifacts to their owners and quietly removing key exhibits from the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. Journalist April Ryan from Black Press USA reported that one of the first major removals included the original Woolworth's lunch counter from 1960s Greensboro, North Carolina sit-in, a pivotal civil rights moment. The counter and its surrounding exhibits highlighted the bravery of 4 Black college students from North Carolina A&T who peacefully protested segregation by sitting at a white-only counter. Their actions ignited a wave of similar protests across the South and became a turning point in the fight for racial equality. The decision to move to reshape how American history is presented, according to the Trump administration, the decision is a move to reshape how American history is presented, according to the Trump administration. Attorney Lindsey Helgam, a Trump ally working in Washington, is reportedly leading the charge. According to the Washington Post report, she has been tasked with identifying and eliminating what she calls improper ideology in the Smithsonian Institution. Halligan believes current exhibits place too much emphasis on the country's dark history, which she says could divide the nation further.
Yeah, I mean, we're dealing with probably the most divisive president of our time. They love to call it Obama. They love to say Obama was a divisive president, but it was really the fact that he was a Black man. And that's what made the divide, a Black man becoming president, rather than the person who says that immigrants taint the blood of our nation, speak rapists and murderers, talking negatively about, just kick them son of a bitches out of the league, talking about, Black athletes who stand up for or even kneel for their civil rights, for the rights of others. So this is the most divisive administration president we've ever had in history. He's taken he wants to transform American history. He said they came in, they tamed a wild nation. This is what he said that the Europeans came into America and did. Tamed a wild nation. So we understand what your ideology is. You don't want to teach the true history of America. You want, because you said that it may affect children and how they view themselves. I don't think that what another person did should affect a child upon how they view themselves. What you should be teaching is correct history, because you taught us all kind of history that was a bunch of lies. Now you want to get rid of a table or a lunch counter that was a part of American history.
Well, that's not the only thing they've gotten rid of. If you think about it, they're removing Harriet Tubman's website. They try to get rid of the Tuskegee Airmen. They repealed part of the Civil Rights Act.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're coming for us.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is. They want to act, they only want to show what parts of history they want to show. But we were taught history by the conquerors. Like, for me, I remember being in school and our teacher was teaching us one time how, the Europeans had started heading west. Mm-hmm. And they said they were trying to be settlers. They were like, but those pesky natives kept coming in and burning and destroying their homes. And then when they taught it to us, they made it look like the natives were the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got older, I understood. I'm like, these people came and just took their land.
Yeah.
Which it is. I mean, and we can always go back to it and be like, we're along stolen land. Yeah, it's stolen land. Okay, take it back.
I mean,
do something about it. Hey, this is a pagan holiday. Do something about it. And you're not going to. You know what I'm saying? The dominant force in our country has the power. They run the country, but now they're doubling and tripling down on what they like and what they don't like. And Black history and Black people, I'm sadly to say, we are that dark history to them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If we can't be their entertainment, if they can't kill us when they at will, it's not America to them.
You gotta we have to look at it from perspective of right now they know that the world is changing and there's nothing that they can do about it. That's why they're trying to offer you $5,000 to have babies. That's why they want immigrants out the country, and that's why they're willing to kick out anyone. Even I won't just say immigrants, because right now we're learning that it's also citizens as well. But we'll get to that later. The bigger problem is with this is that what they're saying is, okay, the demographics are about to change. So let's change the narrative now. So when that happens, this isn't looked at as much.
Well, it's that too. And then they're putting themselves in, they said it before, like they know the demographic is changing. So they're going to change the rules and put themselves in power. So they'll be the few, but they'll hold everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like
what they're trying to do is what happened in South Africa. What's happening in South Africa, where it's like I think they're like 5, maybe 10% of the population, somewhere around there, maybe less, somewhere around, but they're a dominant economic force. And that's what, if you look around the world, I was looking at this chart just the other day, and it's like showed all the world's like 10 or 20 richest women. They're all Europeans, whether European Americans or Europeans from Europe. They're all that's all you see on that list. A lot of them were basically either married into the money or born into the money and got it through that way. I'm not saying none of them maybe didn't earn it. I'm not saying that at all. But the point of it is, though, when we look at history, we look at it from they want it to be shown from a side of it to where they can turn Egyptians into Europeans. That's fine. We won't even know the difference between true Egyptians whose noses they lopped off and the ones they show us on television.
Well,
it's just like they want to turn Christ.
I remember I got a book in school one time and it had a white Egyptian on the front. I'm like, oh, you make no sense. When I used to look at the Bible, when I was a kid, I'd read the Bible and even open it up. I'm like, this place is hot. Like, they can't live there.
I mean, it explains exactly what Jesus looked like in the Bible. Hair of wool. You know what I mean? Everything.
Skin of bronze.
Yeah, I mean, it explained exactly, but we still see pictures in black churches. Every church will show you a picture of what blue-eyed, blonde hair, blue-eyed. You know what I mean?
Well, they say because if you put black Jesus up in a black church, black folks won't come no more.
It's crazy.
Colorism is a crazy place. But yeah, I mean, we're going to keep you guys updated on the more removal of our history. Because like I said before on the show, like once you get rid of the history, you got to get rid of the people.
What's next? I mean, we got